First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, before watching all my railway exam videos, so do not forget to do these three things. So the first will be the WhatsApp channel. So after posting every videos on the same topic, we will give you an homework question on the form of PDF. So we will upload the PDF on my WhatsApp channel. So do not forget to join our WhatsApp channel. So second, after posting every topic videos on the same topic, we will give you two tests. So one will be easy level and the second test will be moderate level. So do not forget to purchase the test, and after posting every video, do not forget to write both the test on my channel. And the third, importantly, those who are preparing for the railway exam, the first video that I have posted, tips to crack and strategy to crack the railway exam. So do not forget to watch that. So after doing all the three things, watch my railway exam videos. So friends, in this video number 6 on the preparation of a railway exam, so now we will be solving a question that is based on a cylinder. Right? So all the previous videos we have seen different kinds of model. The first will be the sphere, and then I have taught you what is called as hemisphere. So we have solved some of the questions on hemisphere, then cone, then frustum of cone. So now we are getting into the topic called cylinder. So usually when you take a cone, we have two categories. The first category will be the cone and the second will be the frustum of cone. When we cut the cone parallel to the base, which is called as a frustum of cone. But when you take a cylinder has a two category. One is a normal cylinder and second will be hollow cylinder. So hollow cylinder I will teach you in the next video. So in this video we will be solving 4 different case of question, because we have solved most of the questions like a similar concept, how the sphere is melted and made into cone, or else a cone is melted, make into, and by that volume we made a cylinder. So all those type of question we have solved in the previous videos, right? So now in the cylinder we will be solving 4 different case of question that are important for SSC as well as railway exam, right? So when you take a cylinder, we have 3 formula. One is a volume of cylinder, pi r square h, and second will be the curved surface area, only the curved surface area, this part alone. So curved surface area will be 2 pi r h, and the total surface area will be this curved surface area plus top we have one circle and bottom we have another circle. So total surface area will be curved surface area plus 2 area of a circle, top and the bottom. So curved surface area will be 2 pi r h and the total surface area will be 2 pi r h plus r, right? So because we will be adding 2 circle, pi r square will be 2 pi r square. So we will be adding that also with the curved surface area. So resultant formula will be the total surface area, right? So only 3 major formulas that we have for a cylinder. And it is not like frustum concepts will not apply for the cylinder. Why? Because when you cut a cylinder parallel to the base, again it forms 2 cylinder, right? So not like a cone or not like a pyramid, we don't have any frustum like that. So we have only 2 category. One is a normal cylinder and an hollow cylinder. So 3 formulas. And then when you take a cylinder alone, right, if you take a questions of various cylinder based question, aptitude question, they won't give you directly this dimension is in the form of a cylinder. They will say a wire of length 24 centimeter. So now if the wire has a length of 24 centimeter, we have to decide that wire will be in the form of cylinder. So wire will be in the form of cylinder, roller will be in the form of cylinder, and then pipe will be in the form of cylinder. So friends, understood or not, right? And then what to say, a rod, right, metallic rod, that will be in the form of cylinder. So in most of the question, they won't give you directly this dimension is in the form of cylinder. They will give you like a different cases. A wire of length 22 centimeter. So we have to decide it's a cylinder. A roller with the base of 3 centimeter. So roller will be in the form of cylinder. A rod with a radius of 3 centimeter. So rod will be in the form of cylinder. So make sure to understand all these important things: wire, rod, pipe, roller. So all these things will be in the form of cylinder, right? So because they will confuse it by giving a different words in the question. So don't get confused by seeing all those words. So we have to decide, right, wire and which will be hollow cylinder and which will be not an hollow cylinder. That is also important. When you take a roller, right, when you take a where is the roller? When you take a solid roller, it will be in a form of cylinder. But when you take a pipe, it will not be in a form of cylinder. This will be hollow cylinder. Why? Because when you see a pipe, right, so there will be outermost layer which will be like a thick layer will be outermost layer will be there. At the center we will have a gap. So that is not exactly a cylinder, that will be an hollow cylinder, right? So be careful, right, because it is like hemisphere and a hollow hemisphere. So after teaching sphere, I have taught you a hemisphere, but after hemisphere I didn't teach you that hollow hemisphere. Why? Because at the time I have told you, after teaching cylinder I will be teaching that hollow hemisphere also. So similarly on the next video, after teaching that hollow cylinder, I will be teaching you the hollow hemisphere also, right? So when that's it, only 3 formulas, and here I will not be going to, I'm not going to solve any easy question, just all the 4 different questions that I have picked from cylinder I will be solving in this video, right? So now let me move on to all the 4 questions that is based on a cylinder. First question: the circumference of the base of a circular cylinder is 6 pi centimeter. The height of the cylinder is equals to diameter of the base. How many liters of water can it hold? So friends, after reading the question, they have mentioned that it's a cylinder, right? The question is in the form of cylinder, dimension is cylinder. And what is the target to find? How many liters of water it can hold? That means our target is to find the volume of a cylinder. That is our target. So volume of the cylinder will be pi r square h. This is the formula. Just check whether all the values are given in the question. So first, whether the radius has been given? No, radius was not given. And whether height has been given in the question? The height of the cylinder is equals to diameter of the base. So the base diameter will be equal to height of the cylinder. That value is also not given. Radius is also not given. Height of the cylinder is also not given. But they have given only one value, where the circumference of base of the cylinder. So friends, just now I have told you, when you take a cylinder, top and a bottom, we have 2 circles. One circle will be at the top and another circle will be at the bottom. So here they have given the base, circumference of the base. So which means the circumference of the circle has been given. So circumference of a circle. What is 6 pi? They have given the circumference of a circle is 6 pi. So when you take a circle, we have 2 formula. One is area of a circle, pi r square, and then circumference of a circle, 2 pi r. So here circumference of a circle will be 2 pi r, that is equal to 6 pi. Why? Because they have given a value directly. Circumference of the circle is 6 pi. So now we can cancel pi and pi. 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. So now we got the radius of the circle, which is 3. So if the radius of the circle is 3, then we can say radius of the cylinder will be 3, because bottom we have a circle. So now we got the radius of the cylinder, which is 3 centimeter. If radius is 3, what about the diameter? Diameter will be 6. So if diameter is 6, they have mentioned one important point in the question. So the height of the cylinder will be equal to diameter of the base. So diameter is 6. Now the height of the cylinder will be 6. So finally we got height of the cylinder as well as the radius. So now our target is to find the volume. So pi r square. So r will be 3, that is square. H will be 6. So pi 9 into 6 will be 54 pi. Or else you can write this pi as that 22 by 7 and you can multiply and find the answer, right? But options we have like 54 pi, 56 pi, 32 pi, something like that. So we can say that answer will be 54 pi. So friends, most of the cylinder questions, they won't give you the values directly. They will say always they will give you either the circle value, this circle value will be given, or else circumference, the area of a circle. So those kinds of value they usually give it in a cylinder. By using that value, we usually find the radius as well as height, and then we find the answer. Most of the questions will be like that. Right? So when this will be the answer for question number 1. Second question. So the diameter of the base of a cylindrical drum is 35 dm. So dm is nothing but a decimeter, right? So decimeter, initially I have told you, right, you have to learn what is called as millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. Kilometer usually will not comes here, but in case of wires, right, a long wire, 1 kilometer length wire, or else 1 kilometer length rod. These kind of questions you can see, but mostly in measurements they won't use kilometer, right? But either, right, millimeter, meter, centimeter, decimeter. Decimeter is nothing but 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter, we call it as 1 decimeter, right? What are all the values they have given? They have told like it's a cylindrical drum, 35 dm, and the height is 25 dm. So which means they have given a diameter. So diameter is how much? 35 dm. So we can convert into centimeter. That will be 350 centimeter, because dm will be 10 centimeter. So into 10, resultant will be 350 centimeter is diameter. So they have given a cylinder. So cylinder which has a diameter of 350 centimeter. And what about the height has been given? Height will be 24 dm. So which means 240 centimeter will be the height of the cylinder. They have given these two values. And then it is full of kerosene. So this cylinder contains full of kerosene. How many tins, each of size 25 centimeter, 22 centimeter, 35 centimeter, can be filled with the kerosene from the drum? So the question here is, the kerosene which is inside the cylinder is poured into a tin. So the tin size has been given, not an equal size, different length and height has been given. So we can say that this is not in the form of cube, it is in the form of cuboid, a rectangular tin, right? So rectangular tin which is 25 centimeter, 22 centimeter and 35 centimeter. If all the values are same, then we can say that the tin is in the form of cube, because all the sides are same. But here all the length, breadth, height, all the values are different. So here we can say that it is not in the form of cube, it is in the form of a rectangular tin. So which means a cuboid. So here our target is to find how many tins are required in order to pour this complete kerosene into this. So into n determines the number of tins that are required. So again, the melting concepts and molding, melting, all these comes under a same category. So this volume is equals to this volume. Why? Because we are going to pour this total volume into a tin. Either it can be 1000 tin or 50 tin, whatever be, but this volume is going to be equal to this volume, right? So what we are going to do is we are just going to equate it. So volume of cylinder will be pi r square h is equals to volume of a cuboid. So length into breadth into height. Length into breadth into height will be the volume of cuboid into n. So n represents the number of tins that are required to pour the complete kerosene, right? So now substitute the value. So pi will be 22 by 7. So diameter is 350. Radius will be divided by 2. So 350 divided by 2 into 350 divided by 2. So into height. So height is 240 is equals to length, breadth and height. So 25, 22, 35 into n. That's it. So n will be the number of tins. On all the remaining values we have substituted it. Now we have to cancel the values, right? So what I can do is, first we can cancel 22 and 22 here. So similarly we can cancel 35 here. This becomes 10 times. So 1 2s are 2, 5 2s are 10, right? So similarly 1 5s are 5, 5 5s are 25. So now we can cancel 1 7s are 7, 7 5s are 35, which will be 50. Again cancel 5 times, 1 5s are 5, this will be 10 times. So now we can cancel 1 2s are 2, 12 2s are 24. So finally we have cancelled all the values on the right hand side except this 10 in the numerator and 120 in the numerator. So 120 into 10 will be 1200. So n is equals to 1200, which means 1200 tins are required in this dimension in order to pour the complete kerosene which is inside the drum. So answer for this question will be 1200. A different case of questions, right? So again, always remember that when you pour something or when you melt something, right, these kinds of cases always comes under the same category. Volume is equal to what we are going to do. So both the volumes will be equal. So finally this will be the answer for question number 2. Third question. A right circular cylinder of height 16 centimeter is covered by a rectangular tin foil of size 16 centimeter cross 22 centimeter. So the volume of the cylinder is. So our target in this question is to find the volume, right? So volume of the cylinder, which will be pi r square h. Whether all the values are given in the question directly. First, a right circular cylinder of height 16 centimeter. So height of the cylinder has been given, which is 16 centimeter, and that cylinder is covered by a rectangular tin foil. Just listen here. If a cylinder is covered by a rectangular tin foil, that means the cylinder curved surface area has been covered by the rectangular foil. Yes or no? Why? Because if the cylinder is covered, then the cylinder curved surface area will be equal to that rectangular foil. So from this point, what we can find here is the curved surface area of a cylinder is equals to that rectangular area. So friends, understood or not, right? Only this point is more important in the question. If you can able to understand this, solving the question, complete question is easy. So friends, understood? If a rectangular foil has been covered, that by using that foil where the cylinder has been covered, that means if the cylinder is covered, then the curved surface area is covered of a cylinder. That means the curved surface area is equals to that rectangular foil. So this curved surface area is equal to the rectangular foil area. So what is the formula for curved surface area, which will be 2 pi r h? Is equals to rectangular foil. So rectangular, where the value has been directly given, 16 centimeter into 22. This, when you multiply these two, length into breadth, resultant will be the area of a rectangle. So this will be the area of curved surface area. So now 2 into 22 by 7 into radius we have to find. Height has been given, which is 16. 22 into 16. So we can cancel 22, 22. We can cancel 16, 16. So radius is equals to 7 by 2. So finally, by using that clue, we found the radius of this cylinder is 7 by 2, as well as they have given the height. Height is 16. So now what is our target? Our target is to find the volume, which will be pi r square h. So pi will be 22 by 7. R square will be 49 by 4 into height. So height will be 16. So substitute all the values in a formula. So we can cancel 1 7s are 7, 7 7s are 49, 1 4s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So 22 into 28, 16 1, 21 2, 4 6, 6 16. So all the values are in centimeter. It's a volume, so centimeter cube. That means finally answer for this question will be 616 centimeter cube. Right? So again, it's one kind of different question where you need to understand this, right? When if we take a spherical ball and we cover with a complete foil paper, that means the total surface area has been covered. So when you take a cylinder has been covered by a rectangular foil, which means the curved surface area has been covered. So you have to understand these simple concepts. When you practice more and more number of questions, automatically you will get that point. Right? This point you will automatically get it. So friends, that's it, right? So after watching this video, don't forget to write the test. So cylinder, I will be giving 2 tests, one with a little bit medium level and second will be like easy to medium and medium to little bit high level, different case of question. So 2 tests I will be uploading. Today you can able to write 1 test and tomorrow another test will be uploaded. So do not forget to take the test first after watching this video. I didn't teach you much concepts here, but remember one thing, most of the concepts like melting, finding radius, finding height, finding area, volume, all those stuff I have taught in the previous video itself. In case if we have different, if I have a different kind of question, I will teach you here, and some of the basic level question, medium level question, I will give it as a test. So at the end, if there is any live classes, I can definitely in that live classes, I can clarify all your doubt questions. So what you need to do is a regular follow up the channel, right? So and then after watching every video, do not forget to take the test. Test is always important, only then you will get a practice. After writing the test, go with your own preparation. Search Google or watch other YouTube channels who teaches cylinder, right? So just keep on solving many number of questions so that you can easily clear the exams. Proper learning, proper practice and then proper ideas, you can surely crack the question in your exams and you can get into the railway sector easily, because railway sector questions will not be that much difficult. So surely you can able to crack it. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those are preparing for the competitive exams. So thank you so much. Bye.